I'm gonna do another food video. Apparently I'm a chef now. One of my personal favorites, Sloppy Joe's, coming up next. Okay, so I got Emmy here with me, and we're going to make homemade Sloppy Joe's. And now this recipe is the one that they used in Detroit, actually Dearborn, at the Henry Ford Museum at Lammy's Cafe. And it's the best Sloppy Joe I've ever had. And I made it here the other day, and it was just as good as it was there. Now I've got one of these little choppers, and this is a lifesaver. You just put your stuff in it and chop it up. It works wonderful. I got these at Walmart for about, Emmy's doing it, but they got these at Walmart for less than $10 or around $10. I recommend you get one of those. So vegetable wise, you use, watch that knife, baby. Okay, she's cutting over here with her plastic knife. Okay, vegetable wise, we use a stalk of celery, half an onion, a yellow one's what I used, and I used a yellow bell pepper. You can use a red one too. And then we have, you can use fresh garlic. I've got some, it's fresh, but it's already like in a jar, cut up, but you can do like the fresh cloves if you want to. But I've got the kind that's already minced up in a jar, and we use that. Anyway, we've diced up all this, and now we're gonna dice up the onions in inch pieces.
I got two in there.
I don't know if it's recorded the last video. No, we gotta dice it up, baby.
I'll dice it up.
Well, here, you can throw all this away.
No, I can dice it up, B.
All right. Well, let me cut it up in little squares so we can do it. I gotta cut that up. Hold up. And I like a lot of onion. Baby, pick it up.
Okay.
I like a lot of onion, so it really gives it the flavor, I think. Now, it seems like the recipe called even more than what I put in it, so. But it came out really tasting like it, so. Alright, so we'll dice this up. Here, baby, let me get the thing on it first. We gotta do a little bit at a time.
I just my eyes.
It's gonna burn your eyes, that's why I wanted you to stay away from the onion. Okay, so that's my onion, celery, and bell pepper mix. And now we're gonna take it in the skillet.
I want to put it in the skillet.
And I'm gonna take some extra virgin olive oil.
I can put some oil.
And Emmy's gonna put some in there. Just
without.
That's probably plenty. Good job. Yep. So.
It's good.
Yep. So now we're gonna take this, put it in the skillet, and let it just cook up and get soft a little bit.
Yeah, soft a little bit. I can make Sloppy Joe's.
Yes, we're making Sloppy Joe's.
What are we gonna do that for?
Let me get some garlic. See, I've got one of these. I just got this at Ollie's. And it was real cheap, $5 for that big thing. So that works better than having to try to cut it. Let me get it open. Half a spoon. Right there. It's probably plenty.
It smells good.
Yeah, it's garlic. It smells good.
Yeah.
Alright.
I go hold my heel.
This one?
So now I get about it. Good Sloppy Joe's. Good Sloppy Joe's. How's our favorite so bad?
Water balloons?
Good Sloppy Joe's. Good Sloppy Joe's. Good Sloppy Joe's. That's in the fall.
We're not going to cook a video. What she's in it with me.
Cooking videos, cooking videos, cooking videos.
So alright, now we got all this. Once this gets soft, we return it to the bowl. And then we get the meat.
Cookie videos, cookie videos.
Yeah, stop for a minute.
Cookie
Burn mine.
videos, cookie videos. Fire down under cookie burger.
Fire down under.
And the Buddha stop it those.
Actually,
give me, Mommy, give me.
when this is working, we'll go ahead and get this skillet. And we'll put the hamburger meat in it and brown it.
Yeah.
We got about 2 pounds of meat. We're gonna let that cook up and brown. Got this little chopper thing. These are handy too. And we'll let that cook up. This is all ready to go. Then we'll show you how we sauce it and what all we put in it last. I know y'all probably wondering why there's a big roll of hamburger meat. We buy those big rolls and chop them and freeze them with a vacuum sealer. We use I forget the brand of them, the ones that's so popular, but we buy them, freeze them, big rolls, so we have hamburger meat, and that's why it was like that. And thaw it out, leave that alone. So, but that's why it's in a big roll. So we're almost done with this hamburger meat. Just a few more minutes and we'll have it all brown. And Amy's got this strainer spoon here, as I like to call it. And we'll strain it out and put it all in there so we ain't got all this grease in there, and we'll just throw this grease out. Alright, so looks like the hamburger meat is pretty good and brown. Real chopped up real fine with this thing. Now we can start. She's eating a banana. And we can start transferring it over to this other skillet. And we'll make sure we don't get no grease when we do it. Alright, so this is working real good about getting this out, so you can just drain the grease. When we finish doing this, then we'll come back and we'll sauce this up and show you the one other ingredient that makes this so good. Alright, so I'm just stirring the meat here. Get all with the ingredients just to get them all mixed up real good. And skillet here. And I've got my heat down on 1. So once I got all these just kind of shuffled around in here and mixed up together, so it ain't just one big clump in the center, you know. Then we worry about sauce. Now for sauce, use chili sauce. And I've just bought the jar kind. You can use about 1.5 jars on 2 pounds. Was what I ended up using last time. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to let Amy pour this jar in. Alright, we're letting Amy pour this jar in. Easy, don't splatter it everywhere.
I spent.
You might have to let Dad tap the back of it.
Okay. I did the rest of it.
We empty this. This was about 1/2 jar I had from the last time. And you got a little more in there. Me.
I could put pepper on it now.
Put you a little sprinkle of pepper in it. Just a little.
It's so soft.
A little salt. Here, we can do a little more pepper. Dad likes a little pepper all around. That's plenty right there. That's good. Alright. See if we can get a little more out of this guy. Alright, so we're gonna open up the other jar and we're gonna pour half of this jar in now. Actually, we're gonna pour this whole jar in. I'm sorry.
Please.
Alright, just a second. Alright. So let me get this open. And I'm gonna let Amy pour this one in too.
I could do it at the same time. It hasn't popped out.
I'll have to do the last of it, but you can pour the most of it in.
I popped that on. I put that one.
Oh, these are hard to open. Alright, so we got that in open. Pour that whole jar in there.
It's good.
Okay. So we got that whole jar pretty much empty. Amy done it. Got most of it in there for us. Alright.
I go mix
Now,
it. I go
we
mix
go get the one other ingredient that makes this taste so good. Don't. It's hot. Wait a minute.
It smells good. It's the bottle.
Hold on, baby. You can't do this. So this is the one ingredient that makes it so good. It called for beer. And I'm using Irish Red Killigan's beer, which is probably one of my favorites because it's you want a darker beer with beef to give it the flavor. And that's what this called for. I'm going to use about half of this bottle.
I go hold the bottle.
No, Emmy, you don't hold beer. You don't hold beer.
I go hold the hand a bit.
You can hold my arm.
Okay.
And you just pour about half a jar of beer. A little more. All right, let's stir it up.
I go stir it up.
Now let Daddy stir it up. I don't want it to go everywhere.
It smells good.
It smells good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to stir this up. And then we're going to turn the heat back on just a little bit to let it cook up just a little bit and soak into the meat and everything like that. And Dad's going to drink the rest of this, or Jeff is. Jeffrey rigged this because these are delicious. Probably could use just a hair more. Here we go.
You go think that build? Yeah, build the thing.
Yep. So.
Papa don't like build.
No. Well, Daddy does every once in a while. He's not a lot. But I guarantee that this is going to taste way better than this. We do keep the Mama here because sometimes we do it in a pinch for Emmy because this takes a little longer. And she's a Sloppy Joe-aholic. So is Dad. But this right here blows anything I've ever tasted out of water when it comes to Sloppy Joes.
Papa makes Sloppy Joes too.
Yeah, well, I need to teach him this recipe, don't I? Hold still.
Papa makes Sloppy Joes too.
Apparently Papa makes Sloppy Joes too. So apparently Dad does them too. I don't think he makes his from scratch. I think he just makes canned Sloppy Joes. So I need to teach him how to do this one. Yep, so. Now the good thing about this too, just like a soup or anything, you let it sit in the fridge overnight and get it out the next day, it's even better because it just soaks up the juices so much better. And it's so good though. And you get you a cold one to drink with it. And there we go, plate it up. Now, what I like to eat with my Sloppy Joes, gonna sound weird, but if you've never tried it, Doritos, regular red bag Doritos, the regular nacho cheese, and French onion dip. That's what I eat with mine. It's always been a favorite of mine, actually. But man, those look great. Now the Sloppy Joe, nobody knows where it really came from. There's a few different stories, but nobody knows the definite proof of where it came from.
Yeah.
There's one that says it might have came from the Iowa loose meat sandwich and a variation of that, which it could have because they're kind of similar, but they're more like a loose hamburger.
Yeah.
Now they're, oh, sorry, buddy. You're gonna make me fall. Little one's gonna make me fall. Then there's another story that it started at the Sloppy Joe's bar, which is in Key West, which is the one I think is probably true because the guy that they said it was from a chef named Joe, or they called Joe, that was actually from Havana, Cuba. And this has a very Cuban style creation to it, in my opinion. You know, especially with the peppers and onions and all that. And I like to think that was probably where it was created from. Now this recipe that I pulled this from, it's from the 50s. So there's a good possibility it's like one of the oldest recorded recipes for this. So you may be eating a actual original Cuban dish. I'm not sure, but I mean this is a very old recipe, and it's probably one of the first recorded ones of the Sloppy Joe. So it's kind of neat, kind of a little tidbit there. If you're ever up in the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan, there's a diner inside called Lammy's, and it's an old diner from the 40s. And they brought it in on a truck and put it in there. And it's just like it would be if it was out on the street. And it's a train car diner. And you can see it in my actual Detroit video. We eat there. And if you're up there and you don't get a chance to make one of these and you want to just try it and you're up through there, go in there and get one because they make them just like this. And my recipe that I got tastes almost exactly like it. I can't tell the difference in them. But yeah, if you're up there, check that out. Check out my Detroit video. You'll probably enjoy that. The finished product. Is it good, Emmy?
Yeah.
There's another little cooking video for all the ladies out there. We might call this Cooking with Emmy, you know, on the Jeffrey rig. So, channel's growing really good right now. Trying to just do little things extra like this because it's fun, especially doing it with my daughter. So, hope y'all enjoy it. Just keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep rigging things up. We're cooking things up.